All right, so what's going on, everyone? Today we're going to do a price prediction update in the market for Mara. Yesterday, the market did trend up in trading. Yesterday ended up, almost 9%. Very good to see that. Is it time to sell? Well, I mean, when you look at our chart, we already predicted that Mara was going to go down on December the 13th. We anticipated price to go lower, and we had our ultimate TP price right there around $18. See that? Right there. So, I mean, we didn't have to talk about EBITDA. We didn't have to talk about EPS, earnings per share. We didn't have to listen in on the earnings call. All we did was pay attention to what has already been plotted on the chart. This is a whole lot of information that is seen before you. And if you know how to digest it and break it down, you also have a very good understanding as to where price is going to go. It's real simple. Once you put the time in, and you begin to break down what does each price bar mean, what was the type of reaction from the price action, from the volume bars being printed, and the volume. All of that in conjunction will have you at a massive edge against everybody else. All of the content here on this channel is strictly us looking at the charts. One of the craziest things that nobody else is pretty much doing. They're not actually plotting predictions as to where they think market's going to go. But on this channel, that's what we do. Do we get something right? Yes, we get some of them right. Do we get some wrong? Yes, we do get some wrong. But the ones that we do get incorrect, we take a look and we learn from it and see what changed. Okay, because we can only go off of the information that has happened in the past. So we're trying to predict things into the future off of what happened in the past. Human nature, even though you can't predict what people will do in the future, you could have or increase the probabilities of what is likely to occur, which is why when we did our price prediction in Mara, we said be prepared for price to go down. Boom, there it is. And it went down to a location to where we would expect the market to bounce. Boom, there it is. So let's go ahead and get rid of this price prediction here in Mara. Right there on the 30th of December, 24.32%. Cool. Now let's also get rid of these pockets of buys here and here. Why will we get rid of pockets? Because pockets are areas to where we need to see some type of reaction. We need to see either sellers hit the pockets or buyers hit in the pocket. Those two pockets that I just deleted, the buyers weren't there. Because if they were, price would have stopped at that price or around that price. You guys can see right here on this current pocket that we created. So the buyers were actually here. This is where the buyers are attempting to stop the sellers. It's real easy and simple. That's why the market in Mara bounced from the pocket. That's why we have them on our chart. We're marking areas that we suspect these people to be. And if they're at these areas, then we're going to look for something to happen. In this case, we will look for buyers to stop price from going down. That's exactly what it did. All right, so now cool. Potentially, we can lower this pocket of buying to this particular area right here now. Because the previous area that we had, you guys can see that the price did crack that pocket every so often. How many days? 2 or 3 days. Price cracked that pocket, which makes it invalid. So just like we got these pockets of buyings down here, we need to create areas that we suspect sellers to be. That's a pocket now. It looks like there's a pocket right around here. Let's break this down on the 330. Yeah, so you guys can see it right here on the 330. That something is going on right here. Okay, why would I say that? Because it's acting as a cap or a lid. When price in Mara comes to this price point, it gets an immediate reaction and price comes down. Look right here. Price was hugging in that pocket. The buyers couldn't break through that pocket. Price goes down. Take a look at what's going on now. The buyers are trying to break through. Like, there's no doubt about it. This is their third time trying to break through, $20.45. And every time they hit that pocket, the sellers hit them back and price comes down. So if you were to look at this chart, you need to say, all right, cool. If price does not go up, I would know the reason why. I would be mad at whoever is trying to sell Mara in that pocket, because they're the one that's doing it. Someone is sitting in that pocket. Every time price comes there, they start selling. So the buyers, in order for them to control price, will have to eliminate that seller. They got to get rid of that person. Let's look at Mara on the 3. Okay, just a little bit cleaner on the 3-hour chart. You guys can see this immense amount of volume is coming through on these 2-3-hour bars, indicative of someone selling the stock still. Okay, somebody is still there selling. So if price in Mara doesn't go up, that's the reason. You don't have to worry. And I would say that's the next pocket right there. All right. So let's look at Mara on the 2, because when I look at this on the daily, this high volume from yesterday and seeing price close off of the highs tells me that someone is still there active selling in this pocket. See that again on the 2. Somebody is in this pocket selling. Mara on the 3. On the 3-day time frame, you guys can see something different, that there could be a potential of us seeing Mara break this lower end seller's pocket and move up to this one around 22.50. You kind of can see that a little bit. Here it is on the 4. Here's Mara on the 5. Now, when I see this on the 5, I'm looking at these 5-day bars right here, this one, and these 3. So even though we do see price aiming for higher levels, I mean, let's not look for price to run to $40, because this whole area right here is where I think a lot of people are willing to sell. Just saying. Here it is on the weekly chart. Here's Mara on the 2, Mara on the 3, and on the 5. Okay. So now what do you guys think? When I look at this on a 1-hour chart, the reaction did come in this pocket. You guys can see that it wasn't that big of a reaction. The market still closed at what? $20.08. Not that far from the pocket. So the demand could actually still be here in the market in Mara for us to look for price to go up. Here it is on the 3-minute chart. Okay, so this is the price action from Friday. Market did a fantastic move in the opening of trading. The market got snagged here. The buyers were trying to eliminate these sellers in this area. Sellers came through, pushed price down. Buyers re-engaged, was able to crack price above the pocket for a little bit. And then to conclude the day, those sellers came right back into the market in Mara. So now the question is, what do you guys think is about to pop off in Mara? To me, I would think on a short-term basis, buyers have a slight edge. But the longer that we go into not seeing these buyers take these sellers out that pocket, the less likely it is that price is going to go up. Okay. So just like we created the pockets of selling, we're going to go ahead and create these pockets of buying. And this is going to be a marker for us to know, hey, we might need to look for price in Mara to go down. That's a very small pocket right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for price to go up in Mara. Okay. Now we should know the risk. We already know that the buyers has failed to break this smaller sell pocket here around $20.50. We know that. So if we continually see price get rejected, or even if on Monday's trading price is all the way down to 1770, we already know the reason why. But if we see price hold these pockets right here, these two buy pockets, then that would tell us that this market is still pretty bullish and that they still want to move market up. Okay. So I think we're just going to do like that one target though. Right here, this mid sell pocket price area is like $22.38 to $22.93, either at the low, which is 12.54%, or at the high, which is 15%. So we'll just do that there. All right, give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain profit, and as always, trade different.